In the previous question, you worked on one strategy where 1 to 3 years we will be calculating present value of dividend, and the next quarter, like 13th quarter value is calculated, and based on which we will be performing total present value for the scenario. So that is one strategy adopted by the bankers. Now they are planning to cross check another strategy which will be yielding certain value of present value. By comparing these two present values, you are supposed to suggest which one is the best strategy. So for the second strategy, what they mentioned is for 1 to 5 years, the dividend will be changing. After that, the dividend will be indefinitely remain at 2.70. So after fifth dividend, you are not supposed to calculate any value. It will be 2.70. All right. So what they are doing is we are supposed to calculate PV value for first 5 quarters. Then we are calculating PV value of fifth quarter. We are adding up them and calculating total present value. So the same format that we have used in the last question. We are calculating PV of 5 quarters. The formula is this one, 1 to 5 and 2.70 divided by something. Like when we implement all the values, you get PV for 1 to 5 quarters is 12.321. Next, we are calculating just cost for the fifth quarter by using the formula given here. First cost is calculated here, then for that cost we are calculating PV for fifth quarter here. So PV for fifth quarter is, this is the value 74.07. So to calculate total present value for the scenario, that is calculating 1 to 5 quarters and fifth quarter. When we add up these two values, we get total present value for the scenario. So for this scenario, the total present value is 86. Now, among these two strategies, which one is the best one? So for when we cross check the first one, it is 88.78. When we cross check the second one, 86.4. When we compare these two strategies, which one is giving best value? The first strategy is giving best value. So calculating, having some dividend value for more quarters is yielding better present value. So what we suggest, whatever the strategy that is having better present value, that is a recommended strategy usually, like so based on present value. So we suggest that giving a dividend for certain years, like for certain quarters, is the best option. So that's what we are supposed to conclude. So for this part, just solve this question. So to solve this question, I have already provided answers. Whatever the areas are bold, please modify these things according to your style and present your value. Then finally, just a conclusion which speaks about comparison between values achieved. So when we compare, so the first strategy and second strategy, the first strategy is yielding. So whatever the strategy is having better value, that we are supposed to recommend for implementation. All right. So address the question and in hardly 50 words write a conclusion kind of thing or interpretation kind of, hardly 100 words max. Okay. So please do that for me. Thank you.